I just keep on doing this. Welcome back to the Magic Hours, but let me fix my microphone. All right, now we're in business. So, this reading is going to be a little different, as you could tell by the title. So I'm not going to do any forecasting about that. But what I am going to do is do a reading on our mindset, because I am a mindset, and what the goddesses want us to know. So we're only dealing with the goddesses right now, and some herb decks. Okay. So a lot of us have a lot of feelings. For me, happy Mother's Day, by the way. So we're using the Green Witch Oracle. You know, it was shocking and not shocking. This is something that these folks have been up to since the beginning. And the beginning, right? There's always been a level of restraint, physically, emotionally, mentally, taken with force, the restraining of the divine feminine. And this is definitely an attack on the divine feminine, but not just the divine feminine. Really, it's an attack on humanity, world peace, because it's not the end goal. I'll say that. Of the reptilian energy. So it wasn't shocking, but it definitely was unsettling. And the topic is something that is very close to me, because I did have 2 abortions in my younger days. And sad to say that it wasn't a hard decision. I know people say it was for them and this and that, but for me, I was in college and pretty much was my first real experience. So I was a little bit of a late bloomer. And it's so interesting that I just knew that the person that I was with, it was like the ancestors. It wasn't like it's not like it was like it, what happened was the ancestors showed me my future. So Spirit, what do you want us to know about this whole issue? What do you want us to know How do we govern ourselves? How do we govern ourselves? Mom, are you going to get in the shower? Oh, you are? You took the Tylenol? So, the ancestors showed me my life with this person. Like, literally. And you know, when I think about it, it probably was my first. Holy shit. Happy Mother's Day. You know, I got this reading this morning for myself for the month of May. Truths Unveiled. And when I think about it, that was the first interaction with my ancestors. Okay, the sun is starting to come out, thank goodness. That's so that was the first time that my ancestors, when I really think about it now, talked to me and showed me my almost future. They showed me my partner being resentful over time because we were so young. Oh my God. And yeah, they just showed him like resenting me. So I did it. Like I said, I was in college. And the college insurance, I think, paid for it. Maybe I had to put a little to it. I don't think so though. And I didn't tell anyone. And I had I think my RA or somebody from the school to pick me up when it was done. I was put to sleep. And that was that. And the second time, it was the same thing. Just not a good relationship, not a great partner. This is where they say make good decisions, huh? Improper, but it just improper mate selection. And I just wanted my own life. And was just kind of selfish. And afraid. And alone. With no clue. So, but afterwards, you know, I used to be the type of person where nothing, like doing hard things, didn't really scare me except motherhood. Like that's like was like terrifying. There's something on my screen. And afterwards was when I really started to feel horrible. So much guilt. I've had so much guilt over the years. But by then it's done. By then it's done. And so we have scarcity in reverse. And we have good juju. So what this feels like to me is not giving into the fear, just looking for my glasses. I have no idea where they are. Will I be able to read? I don't know. So I've had many, many years of guilt. And so my relationship to this issue is complicated. Because it definitely was the right thing to do for me at that time. And this time too, I guess. I mean, obviously. And I've had readings, and my children came to me in the readings and said that they didn't blame me and that they were just hanging out, just like waiting for whatever I decided, and whatever I decided would be fine. Which I thought was really sweet. I just really wanted a good partner. I just wanted my children to have the same things that I had growing up, the same opportunities. And unfortunately, the men that I was with, they just weren't it. Not wanting to work. Like the typical stuff, right? Like in your early 20s, driving my car, bringing it back on E. One of them was like, after we broke up, dating women and using them for their credit cards, and even using me for money because I was just young and from a certain background. I had access to certain things. I definitely wasn't rich, but we were like, middle class, both my parents worked. I grew up in a nice neighborhood. So I had access, and, but I had never dated. I had never dated. And so I just had such a horrible up school experience that my picker was off, and I didn't have a good sense of what I deserved. And I don't know. I don't want to be one of those channels that, like, I don't want to go into all that, but the options were just not what I felt like I deserved and what my child deserved. And so then it's like, well, why did you date him? Because I was like in my early 20s and they were cute and blah, blah, blah. And, they didn't want to wear condoms. And we find ourselves in so many situations. And I just didn't want that life. If I am just brutally honest on here, I just didn't feel like it was my destiny to be tied to that kind of person. I just didn't see it for myself. And I wish that I never was put myself in the position to be on that table, to be honest. There's a lot of situations that I wish that my life circumstances put me in a little better mindset. You know, these men out here, these incel channels or the manosphere, they're always like, make better choices. And it's like, but there's a lot of predators out there. There's a lot of predators in our community. And a lot of abuse. And a lot of times, Black women are unprotected and unloved, and we're just out there, thrown out there. That's how I felt. Thrown to the wolves with no honesty about what was waiting for me as a young Black, attractive, naive, happy, loving, believing girl. I was thrown out there, literally. No protection, no boundaries, low self-esteem. And I just fell into these relationships, which is why it's important. Scarcity in reverse, not to have a scarcity mindset in these times. The stakes are too high to have a scarcity mindset. Full moon in Scorpio vibes coming early. Okay. Let's look at this scarcity mindset first. So, our goddess is Sekugant, shadow of scarcity. I have a friend that says, what does Dee say all the time? How does she say? She says scarcity. Shadow of scarcity. Trinidad, diaspora, temple, shadows, element air. Beauty by day and hag by night, Sekuyant is an energy vampire, also known throughout the diaspora as Olohigi or Boo Hag. Oh, I heard of Boo Hag. Whether energy or blood, for vampires, there is never enough to go around. Her shadow guidance. You have so much more than you realize. You have access to unlimited joy, love, good times, pleasures, and prosperity. Be grateful for your riches. This is the mindset for us to have. This makes sense. When they go low, we go high. Now, some people are like, when they go low, we're going to the graveyard. And I'm here for that too. In theory, when they go low, we go to hell. Those things are funny. But I understand here, it's important to keep our energy high. It's important to keep our energy high in these times. And it says, embodiment, stop going to the ocean and asking for a thimbleful of water. It doesn't feel like it when you're desperate, but scarcity and lack are an illusion. Prosperity is believing that there is an overflow, more than enough love, happiness, well-being, and money to go around. Vampires take from others because they don't have enough life force themselves. I mean, I feel like that's the court, right? That's the court. And if we are a part of this collective consciousness, there's a part of us too. Even when I think about myself, I was definitely in a scarcity mindset, for sure. Being with those people after, and it was like, I didn't realize really who they were until I became pregnant and thought about bringing a life, another life, into that situation. And it's a hard topic, you know, again. I just wish that, and maybe this is part of my work, I'm always like, I want to raise the vibration of the planet. And that's true, but maybe it's more like, how do we do it? And how we do it is knowing that this vampire energy is out there. It's always been out there. And it says that is scarcity consciousness. When you embody lack, you're always hungry, tired, and jealous. Make a gratitude list. What are you grateful for right now? And the goddess declaration is, my blessings always overflow. My blessings always overflow. Even with the constant attacks, my blessings always overflow. Even when we don't feel good enough, my blessings always overflow. Even when we have to reconcile the decisions that we've made, you know, we have to live with the decisions that we make consciously so that we can have good juju. Marie Laveau. It's interesting how this is giving me Hierophant vibes. Let's see, lucky number 7. Let's see what it says. Marie Laveau, goddess of good juju, New Orleans. Oh, that's so interesting because I was thinking about if I should share this story about the Babalao that I work with, who, because it came up in the reading, because I definitely was feeling a way about it. And he said something like, Orisha don't really like that act And so there were some things that I had to do. Yeah. Yeah. Good juju. Temple, ancestors, element, fire. Great ancestress Maria Laveau was a larger than life. Whoa, this is long, 25 minutes. New Orleans voodooine, a successful spiritpreneur. I never heard of that. A famous voodoo queen first built a thriving business as a hairstylist. Marie Laveau's guidance. Great luck is yours now. You have been granted the greatest inheritance. Embrace your divine abundance. You have good juju. What a powerful message. Don't give in to scarcity, which is why it's in reverse, first of all, because it's not it. Scarcity is not it. We have good juju, regardless. Abundance. Oh, sorry. This is a time of increase for you. You are heiress to a rich heritage of divine prosperity. Accept your ancestral inheritance. Good juju is abundance. Luck is being supported by the universe. Abundance is the God goddess way. Just as you want abundance for those who come after you, your creator embraces wealth for you too. Goddess declaration. All I do is win. Period. They want me to go to the herbs. All I do is win, win, and no matter what. Doggone YouTube, I can't even play my music anymore like I used to on my other videos that used to really get me lit. Whoa, a crystal fell out. Tree agate. A crystal fell out. Stability, grounding, root. Tree agate is a stable force that grounds you back to earth. Hello, Taurus season. Rooting you to the core of your being. A stone in resonance with nature, tree agate asks that you nurture the seeds that you have planted and provide enough substance for them to grow, to them to succeed. Weed out the negativity and naysayers, including your inner critic. Where did I go? Oh, and know that despite it all, you are good enough. Tree agate promotes security in moments of growth. As you feel safe, as you expand in your journey, follow your truth and know that you are supported along the way. Virgo and Mercury. We are supported. We are supported. So first of all, getting some tree agate, getting out of a scarcity mindset, focusing on good juju. Now let's see what herbs we can use to get through these attacks. So you can take valerian root. I used to drink valerian. It's gross, but it's good. It's good for like rest and stress relief and things like that. So the vibe is keep on doing what we're doing. That's what I'm saying. Keep doing what we're doing. Understanding that we're worthy, that we're royal, no matter what we've done, no matter what we haven't done, no matter what we feel like we need to do, we are royal. We are royalty. Now we're going to hear from another goddess, Lucille Clifton. Lucille Clifton, what do you have to say about this Roe v. Wade situation? What entered the light was one man. What walked out is another. So we're here to be changed. We're here to be transformed. We're here to transcend. That's my theme for the year, transcendence. We're here to transcend. What else do you have? Spirit's saying that's it, but I want one more. Maybe it's for me. Wow. Some rivers flow back towards the beginning. And it does feel like we're going back in so many ways. And I think the acceptance, it isn't just, oh, well, nothing I can do, da 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 da. It's like, no, accept the truth. Even though this was for me, I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna share my whole thing, my whole May reading. This is the focus from the goddess, Isis. What needs to be embraced? Pure queen energy. We're only hearing from the goddesses today. So I'm not going to even show you what needs to be released. Because what needs to be embraced is the Queen of Swords. Which again, the swords, air, truth. So we see the truth. We accept the truth of what is, of this situation and so many more. We don't allow ourselves to go in scarcity. We understand that we are royal. We use our juju in good ways. We focus our juju on good things, the things that we want to see, the things that we want to feel, the things that we want to experience. Yeah. Some more goddesses want to speak. Goddesses, what do you have to say about this situation, this nonsense? Yeah. So, this latest crisis is all part of the awakening. If there were some people still asleep to the truth of what's going on here, it's like, okay, are you awake now? Are you ready to get serious about your spirituality? Are you ready to ground yourself into your divinity with tree agate? Are you ready to put the scarcity down, put it upside down? Are you ready to embrace your sexuality? Even though they try to attack it at every turn. Why am I going blurry? That's so weird. The man. The man. So, that's it. Wow. Wow. We have sexuality and we have fear, and fear was in reversed. So we already know they're scared of our sexuality. But we need to be inspired by it. Brigid, the goddess of war. and so many other things. We need to allow our sexuality to inspire us. And not shame us. And so that's what I have. That's the reading. That's my story, my truth. And yeah, that's it. That's what I got. I'm Zoe Flowers, and I'll see you next time. Bye.